Okay, so in this lecture 2, we will cover section 1.2, exponent and scientific notation. So, first we talk about product rules of exponent. So, consider the product x squared times x cubed. So, both of them have the same base x. But they are raised to different exponents. 2 and 3. So, expand each expression. X squared, it is x times x. X cubed, it is x times x times x. We will have that x squared times x cubed. It is x times x. 2 factors times x times x times x is 3 factors. So totally we have x times x times x times x times x 5 factors. Or it is x to the power of 5. So the product rule states that a to the power m times a to the power n, it is a to the power m plus n. Because x to the power 5 here, it is, you can see it is x to the power 2 plus 3. So example. Minus 2 to the power 5 times minus 2 to the power 3. It is minus, because they have the same base, minus 2. So it is minus 2 to the power 5 plus 3. It is minus 2 to the power 8. X square times x 4 times x power 6. It is x to the power 2 times x to the power 4 times x to the power 6. So x to the power 4, 2 times x to the power 4, it is x to the power 2 plus 4 times x to the power 6. So it is x to the power 6 times x to the power 6. Therefore, it is x to the power 6 plus 6, or x to the power 12. or you can say that a to the power m times a to the power n times a to the power l is nothing else but a to the power m plus n plus l. So this is the rule. Okay, next quotient rule of exponent. So if you take say z to the power 7 divided by z to the power 5, it is z times z times z times z times z times z times z 7 times. Divided by z times z times z times z times z 5 times. Now we can cancel z with z, z with z, z with z. So what is left? It is z times z over 1. You can say that is z squared. So the rule is that a to the exponential m a to the power n, it is the same as a to the power m minus n if m more than n. Example 2. Say if we have a y square root of 3 to the power 5 over y square root of 3. It is the same to say that it is y square root of 3 to the power 5 over y square root of 3 to the power 1. So this is y square root of 3, 5 minus 1, y square root of 3 to the power 4. So next, power rule of exponent. So let's consider x to the power 3 and raised to the power 2. It is the same to say that it is x to the power 3 times x to the power 3. So this is 2 factor. So x to the power 3, this is x times x times x. 3 factors. And x to the power 3, this is x times x times x. Also 3 factors. So totally we get x times x times x times x times x times x, 6 factor. or this is x to the power 6. But x to the power 6, it is the same as to say it is x to the power 3 times 2. Therefore, the power rule of exponent, it is a to the power m and raised to the power n. It is a to the power m times n raised to. Okay, take example 3. U to the power 4 to the power 3. This is 3u to the power 4 times 3. So this is 3u to the power 12. So next, zero exponential rule. Zero exponent rule of exponent. So we put it here. So if we have t to the power 5 over t to the power 5, then t to the power 5 and t to the power 5, we can cancel each other, right? Because they are the same, we can cancel it. It is the same as 1. But from the other side, t to the power 5 over t to the power 5 is by the quotient rule. This is t to the power 5 minus 5, and this is t to the power 0. Therefore, the zero exponential rule of exponential is that t to the power 0 equal to 1, or a to the power 0 equal to 1, provided that a not equal to 0. Because 0 to 0 exponent has no meaning. Now, example 4. I take minus 6 x to the power 4 divided by 2 x to the power 4. So we can write it as minus 6 over 2 x to the power 4 divided by x to the power 4. So minus 3 x to the power 0, or minus 3. Because x to the power 0 is 1. F square e 5 divided by f square e f square e to the power 4. So this is f square e to the power 5. F square e, this is f square e to the power 1. And f square e to the power 4. F square e to the power 5. Here we use a product rule. It is f square e to the power 1 plus 4. So this is f square e to the power 5 divided by f square e to the power 5. So this is f square e to the power 5 minus 5, or f square e to the power 0. So this is simply 1. Next, negative rule. Of exponent. So if we have h squared divided by h to the power 4, it is the same h times h divided by h times h times h times h. So we can cancel h with h with h. So that is the same as we have 1 over h times h. It is 1 over h squared. From the other side, if we use the quotient rule, this is h to the power 2 minus 4. So it is h to the power minus 2. Therefore, h to the minus 2 is the same as 1 over h squared. In other words, a to the power n is the same as 1 over a to the power n, where a is not equal to 0. Okay, so next rule, power of a product. So if we have xy to the power 4, it is the same as xy times with xy times with xy times with xy 4 times. Now, this is the same to say, to write x times y times x times y times x times y times x times y. So because the multiplication are commutative, so this is the same as x times x times x times x 4 times, 4 factors, and times y times y times y times y, also 4 factors. So this is x to the power 4, y to the power 4. So the rule is that a, b to the power n is the same as a to the power n times b to the power n, provided that a and b not equal to 0. Example 5. So minus 2 y cube to the power negative 4. First, we use a negative rule of power. That is 1 over minus 2y cube to the power 4. And after that, with the power rule of product, it is 1 over negative 2 to the power 4 y cubed to the power 4. So negative 2 to the power 4, that is 16. And y to the power 3 times 4. So that is 1 over 16 y to the power 12. Okay. Power of a quotient. Say if we have a quotient A over B to the power n, it is the same as A to the power n divided by B to the power n. So example 6. Minus 1 over t cube to the power 5. It is the same as minus 1 to the power 5 over t cube to the power 5. So minus 1 to the power 5, it is minus 1. It is t times 5 minus 1 over t to the power 15. And minus 3 and minus 3 square. We can write as 1 over n cube to square. So this is 1 square over n cube square. So 1 square is 1. It is n cube square because of the rule of the product. So this is 1 over n to the power 3 times 2 n to the power 3 times 2. So 1 over n 6 and 6. So simplifying exponential expression. Expression. it is we try to combining term of exponent. That means to write them in more simple way with fewer terms. For example, minus 2a4 b minus 3 a minus 2 b of 3 we could write as minus 2 times 3 times a about 4 times a minus 2 times b minus 3 times b minus 3. Sorry. So this is minus 6 times a about 4 minus 2. This is and times of b of negative 3 plus 3. So this is minus 6 a2 b0, but b0 is 1, so this is minus 6a squared. Okay, next, using scientific notation. So this is a shorthand method of writing very small and very large number, in which we express number in terms of exponent of 10. To write a number in scientific notation, move the decimal point to the right of the first digit in the number. Write the digit as the decimal number between 1 and 10, count the number of places, and that you move to the decimal point and multiply the decimal number by 10 raised to the power of n. So this is if a number is written in the form a times 10 to the power n, where a which is between 1 and 10, and n is integer. Example. So, for example, 2,700,000 418. So to write in. So first we move the decimal point 6 place to the left. So this is a decimal point here. We move here. That means 6 place to the left. 7, 8, 10. 4, 1, 8. Therefore, we multiply with 10 to the power 6. Now, if 0.000341, we move the decimal point, sorry, 4 to the right. So this is 3.41. 4 to the right, therefore it will be 2 to the power minus 4. So minus 1 billion. So this is the number, the decimal point. We move 9 point to the left. So this is minus 1 times 10 to the power 6. Now, how to convert scientific notation to standard notation? Example 9. If we have 3.45 times 10 to the power 6, we write 345 because we move the decimal point 6 point to the right. So you have 6.81 times 10 minus 4. You could write it is 6.81. So we could write it is 6.81. And now we move it 4 points to the right. So it will be 0.000681. Okay, so